Hi everyone. How's it going? Yes, Grateful said, please hit the like for Danny. It's funny because I already have one dislike. Wonder who that is. Hater, no. Let's say hi to everyone that's here so far. First of all, Orc, thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm an amateur at this. Sorry. Okay. Hello to Outlaw. Stiffy, hopefully you're still awake. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I know it's late right now, but yes, we can see you, Kenny. I think we could see you. Yeah, I unblocked you, so that's good. Hi, Kathleen H. Bob, no, Kenny. Easy Now 90. Gen X. Crazy Crystal Lady, hello. The Orion Files. Sassy, Mama sent you good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Bob, for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate you. Grateful Nomad, my lesbian lover. Leanne, hello. Crazy Crystal Lady. Freya, hello, how are you? Beth Hammond, welcome. Let's see. Pot Pot, hello, how's it going? My love. This fool, I said, I'm about to go live, babe, and he goes, I don't care. I was like, you asshole. Hi, Twin Mama, thank you for sending everyone over. Roddy Parade, welcome. Oh, thank you, Twin Mama, for the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Crazy Crystal Lady. I appreciate that. So first, before I do anything, I have a brand new opening that I want to show you guys. I didn't want to just start with it before anyone was here. But I want to play that for you guys now, and then I want feedback. I want you guys to tell me how awesome it is, because it really is. I didn't do it, but I helped someone who collaborated with me and was like, hey, let me do an opening for you. Okay, yes, please, thank you. Oh, Rhonda Hauser, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. So, yeah, I'm excited about this, and I'm going to play it for you guys really quick, okay? Get ready. Yay, you guys like that? Yeah, I think it's pretty freaking awesome. A lot of the pictures that were flashed in there were like my artwork. like paint pours or different paintings that I've done, or there's even like little images that I've created through Pixart, just messing around. And then some of the other stuff, like the Egyptian stuff, whatever, is all things that either I chose or the other person was like, hey, this looks cool. And I was like, yeah, use that. Thank you, Leanne, for the $4.99 super sticker. Nova Rocks, hello. Thank you. Pencil, welcome. Nicole, thank you. Bob said, I feel like I'm smoking weed from this video. Good, I'm glad that it had like a psychedelic effect. Thank you, Kenny. Yes, I love the all-seeing eye. Nice. I'm glad that you guys liked it. I thought it was really cool and I thought it totally fit me. I was like, yes, this is so me. So I'm like, Stumpy actually made it for me. But he has no arms or legs, so use your imagination. No. The picture. So Gemini made this picture for me where it's got like the pyramids and stuff from Egypt, and then it has me in the background like I'm the god or something behind it. But then it's got a picture of his head on the Sphinx. He was like trying to a little bit copy like Org's picture that he had drawn of me. Except put like his actual face because he said that that didn't look like him. Negasonic middle-aged dickhead. Hey everybody. Hey. Thank you, Dandelion Chief. Hi, Jim Coddington. Horus? Yeah, there was like Eyes of Horus and stuff in there. Yep. So, in any event, I think I've said hello to everyone. If I didn't, I apologize that I missed you. What I wanted to kind of talk about tonight is so as we all know in our little YouTube community here, we're having, like a very open-minded, forgiving period of time where everybody, thank you, Grateful. Yeah, I'm in my new house and this is my new background, how I have it set up. So thank you. But I think that it's so awesome that all these different people are able to put their differences aside and say, you know what, whatever happened in the past, like, fuck it. And we're just going to move forward, you know? But I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about like, apologizing, forgiveness, like what's the difference between forgiving someone and just simply accepting like what they've done and moving forward. And because I don't think that we should like, that we should dwell on things that have been done or said in the past about each other because we know what the real toxicity was now. But I think that there are times where apologies would be appropriate, where people, I know for me, like what would hurt my feelings is when somebody was super cool with me and then all of a sudden when somebody said that they didn't like me and everybody needs to unsub for me or they're not allowed to go in my chats or whatever. And then not only would those people just simply obey or like be silent, but there was people who would talk shit, you know? And I was like, that's not like these people were just cool with me yesterday, you know? And that kind of hurts. But hi Tessie. No, easy now, Stumpy made that for me. Just very nice. But yeah, so it's like I feel like there's times where like you know inside if you did something that probably requires apologizing, you know? And I think we should just do that just to be good people and just to hold ourselves accountable. So, like, for instance, I think a couple of the people that really got it the hardest were like Arkansas and Betty Hayward. I think a lot of people might, you know, like it might be good for them, and they're not putting me up to this at all. This is my own thoughts based on my perceptions, but it might feel good to them to know that people are like aware of what they might have said or assumed or believed, and to just say sorry. I don't think I ever said or agreed with anyone about you in a negative sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't think really, I think a lot of the people who did are still there, like the few people. But I know there's a lot of people, like with, other individuals, like I was saying, that maybe they believed what was, yeah, we're seeing people for being who they are now and not being directed by someone's hate anymore. Exactly. That's why I think it's just good to be like, hey, I'm sorry that I believed whatever was said, and I apologize for anything I might have said about you without knowing the truth. Yeah, and I mean, it sucks too because, like, I'll give my own example. So, like, Fumble, for instance, I never knew anything about him. I just simply believed the information being fed to me. I allowed the narrative to influence my thinking about him. And of anybody, that's probably the one person who never did anything to me directly that I would talk shit about. And after all this shit happened, with Jim, when I decided that I was done with them and everything, I went to Fumble's chat, and he totally welcomed me with open arms and has been very, very kind to me, and never even said anything or that he expected an apology. But I had written him an email at one point, and I was like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm really sorry, because out of anyone, I was probably like wrongfully judgmental of you more than anyone else. And now I feel even worse because you've been really fucking cool to me. And so I just want to let you know I'm sorry. And he's like, oh, that's not even necessary, but thanks. And he's somebody that I think has, surprisingly, like, contrary to popular belief, he has actually an evolved consciousness to where he doesn't require an apology to forgive somebody. He could just accept that this is what happened and move on. But I felt better giving that apology. And I know for me personally, acceptance is one thing, and that's for you. Like, if I accept something that happened, that somebody did me wrong, that's for me to move on and for me to feel better. But if I forgive someone, that's for that person. That's for me to say, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put myself back in a situation where they could be fucked up again, but I don't think they're going to. So I'm going to say, yes, I forgive you. To me, there's a difference. When people say all that, like, forgiveness is for you and not the other person, no, bullshit. Forgiveness is for them. Because I can just simply accept what happened and then still not associate with someone or whatever. Oh, LC raid. Hey, Mark, what's up? That's cool. I appreciate that for LC to come over here and do that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I really just wanted to say, is that because I know, like, last night, yeah, Fumble was like that with you too. And he was like that with Betty. Like, he's really fucking cool, actually. Like, and it shows me that he has the possibility of being a bigger person and growing past his own mistakes in his life. And so I don't think that his past should be used against him. I think he's obviously learned from it. Oh, thank you so much, LC, for the $100 super chat. I'm not turning into a stranger. I am not. I'll come over there later. That's fine. I know I was going to last night, but I never put on my makeup or anything yesterday. If I could go with just my avatar, I would. Thank you, Mark. Kathleen H. said, only one I ever spoke of was her putting me to sleep nightly, which had its pros and cons, so I'm not apologizing. Yeah, and by all means, if you're not sorry for something, don't apologize for it, because that's just some fake-ass bullshit. And I would never apologize for something I wasn't really sorry for. I mean, I'm not saying that people should do that little fake thing neither, but hey, Roland Hess, welcome. Spicy Peach, hello. Thank you for coming. And yeah, so I don't know, does anyone have any thoughts on that or anything? Do you guys want, let me see. I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat if somebody wants to come up and say anything about what I'm talking about. About what I'm talking about. I'm like, no going off on your own fucking tangents when I'm trying to talk about a serious subject here. No. Like, one person did to me one time and really fucking pissed me off to talk shit about Robbie, my friend, in the chat. Like, bro, did you really just do that? Anyways, if you know, you know. But hi, Georgia girl. Grateful Nomad said, I appreciate the fact that we don't always agree, but you make me rethink things in regard to others. You still respect my viewpoints, vice versa. Exactly. Rhonda Hauser said, I watched Arkansas late last night. She is really affected by the hate she received. I feel really sad what she's been through. She was deserted and Jim was very nasty to her. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, because a lot of people were very nice to her and thought she was like the coolest bitch ever. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, she's gross. She's this, she's that. Like, and that was uncalled for. Same thing with Betty. You know, everybody made a lot of accusations against Betty that are not true. And I talk to her all the time. She's not that kind of person that everybody tried to make her out to be. And it's really unfair when people were like extremely fucking like thrown under the bus and dragged through the mud, you know? Like, that's not cool. Yeah, Pencil, but if you forgive people for your own peace of mind, like, then that just opens you up to be hurt by them again, though. That's why I feel like people need to tell me that they're sorry if they want me to forgive them. Unless it's a situation where I can put myself in their shoes and understand, like, okay, well, you know, like, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. If they were, like, doing it based on some kind of, like, moment of ignorance or just, you know, going through their own shit, whatever, I get that. And I don't necessarily need an apology for that. If provided I've seen some kind of, like, growth or, like, awakening within them, you know? Hi, Kai. Welcome. I want to apologize to anyone that I've offended and or said anything negative about you. Please accept my apology. Yeah, Tessie, we've all said stupid little shit about people, but then there's, you know, like I was saying, you know, inside of you when it's something more than that, you know? Yeah, Arkansas, people have been really mean to her. Yeah. She got dogged repeatedly and used as points of interest to illustrate the BS they were talking about, like a running joke. It's brutal on her. Yeah, and she doesn't deserve that. Like, Arkansas is one of the coolest people I've known on YouTube. I've known her almost longer than anyone else, and she's always been consistent, always the same, always cool. Like, it's just not fair. Hi, Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead, welcome. PDX Metal, hello. Yeah, we love Arkansas. She's the best. So yeah, I'm like, no one wants to come talk to me? No. But I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to say about that? Hi, Cruiser Chris. Yeah, I think she's okay. She's really strong, you know, like, she'll be fine, but it's just, I would personally, you know, my own opinion, I would like to see people give her the apologies that she deserves. Same thing with Betty. I think they both, especially because we were all like one tight-knit family, and then it was like one day people just switched it up, you know? And it's one thing to like sit back and not necessarily know how to handle it or what to say. And like, I never expected anybody to go to bat for me and try to defend me when negative shit was being said. But it's like, you just simply don't have to say anything. Like, you definitely don't have to engage and repeat the the negativity that is being fucking, you know, like vomited out of people's nasty mouths. Like, yeah, I think if she knows that I'm live or something, she would probably come in the chat. Yes, we all love her. Yeah, that would be. I'm like, I would appreciate it. I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Yeah, she did a lot for Mr. X. They. What do we got here? Oh, we got this geek. Hold on. Like, I gotta move my drink so I could see people. Who's this guy out in his man cave?
Yeah, right, man cave.
Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit.
Can you hear me fine or no?
Yeah, I could hear you okay.
All right, good.
Hi, Kaylee. You could come up too if you want. People owe Kaylee an apology too. Because a lot of people never even knew Kaylee to begin with and made a lot of judgments on her. You know, just saying. Just putting that out there. And Kaylee's actually a really cool chick. Fumble said, I've never said anything about anyone. I'm super sweet. Yeah, right. No. No, Fumble's a fucking stand-up dude though. Like I feel really bad that I ever judged him, you know, inaccurately. And I think that because he's like a strong alpha type personality, that's exactly the reason why certain creators went so hard at him, because they knew that if we took a minute to get to know him, that we would actually like him and see that he's trying to fight for the right reasons, you know?
He's a good guy. I have no complaints against him.
Mm-hmm. So what's up, babe?
Not much. Just chilling. What are you up to?
Nothing. For anyone who doesn't know, this is my boyfriend, Gemini guy. He's out in the garage right now in his man cave. What's up?
No, but anyways, yeah. Forgiveness. That is key. And saying sorry. That is definitely a key thing to do when you're in the wrong. Shit.
Babe, turn your camera off if you're going to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
I put the monetization on this one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I mean, like, you know, fuck, frig. We all make mistakes. So, you know, just own up to it. And after that, I mean, it makes you a bigger person if you can admit that you were wrong. In my opinion.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with admitting when we're wrong, neither. Or that we were mean or we did something bad, you know? Because that's the beginning point of where we grow. It's being self-aware enough to be like, hey, this is what I did and I want to get better. I want to be a better person. And I think that probably the large majority of those of us who are left now, who have all come back together, we're all consciously aware, self-aware people. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We'd still be like blindly following some wannabe cult leader. You know, and a lot of us saw what was going on a long time before we actually got out. It was just when you're messing with people that are extremely evil and don't have any boundaries and don't care, you kind of have to plan your escape carefully as to not cause any damage to your personal life and your family and the people that you love and your, you know, your livelihood, like your job, your house, your whatever the situation is, you know?
Very true.
Yes, grateful. We are enjoying our new house. Today, Gemini did a bunch of yard work and made it look really nice out there, so that was nice. He does all the man stuff that, you know, like the outdoors things where you have to expose yourself to the elements and get dirty and stuff. I don't like that stuff. But I keep the house clean in here and stuff. And yeah, it works out really well. Fumble said, Pencil, I forgive you for being a liberal. Pencil, I forgive you for being a liberal too. It's okay.
Damn. I don't.
I love Pencil. But you know what, though? You know what I love? Pencil can back up the reasons why she feels the way that she does. It doesn't come from nowhere. It's not like blind faith in the left or something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not either side, so I don't know.
Cruiser Chris said, going on the platform and being open with people, I would like to thank Johnny and Fumble for taking me under their wing and helping me to rebuild my trust slowly, allowing me to be open again. That's cool. I forgive Pencil for bringing up politics. Just go religious. Oh, that's even scarier. Kenny said, I don't even know what being a liberal is, but I forgive whoever is a liberal too. See, if y'all want my political views, because it's going to offend either nobody or everybody, they're both wings on the same bird, and we need to shoot the bird. That's just, old school liberal. I feel like for me, I believe definitely in like human individual rights and stuff, but at the same time, I think that those rights are inherent just in our existence and they were God given. And so we don't need a government to let us know what those are. And I think that people should also be responsible for themselves and shouldn't have daddy government to run to when they need help. I think we should all just be responsible for ourselves and whatever happens, happens. The Purge, no?
Outlaw Video TV said it for you, babe.
Where?
Mic drop.
Oh, mic drop, yeah. I'm an anarchist. Don't tell anyone. Fumble said, Kenny, I forgive you for not knowing you're a liberal. Yeah, we the people, not we the government. Obviously, and within your own community, you would need to have some kind of like local organizations to do things like when they say, who's going to build the roads? Well, guess what? I've seen people on YouTube come together for a common goal and get shit done when it wasn't even something that was really worth like our hard-earned money or resources, If there was something that the community really needed, locally, I think that people would get the shit done, because if you didn't, then you wouldn't have a road to drive on, or you wouldn't have, whatever the community needed. But I think when it starts getting on like a national scale, and then we don't know where our money's going, or we don't feel like we have really any actual say in the matter, that's where it's an issue, And that's what I would like to reform or get rid of. But I'm just one person. I can't do nothing. So
I have opinions on this.
They might.
My opinions are crazy. It should not be said out loud.
Okay, don't do that then.
Nope.
Only in a perfect world that would work. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that people would have to learn what morality is. And you've got a big job on your hands there to try to teach people that there's an objective right and wrong. Yeah, don't run to daddy government.
Daddy government.
Okay, we got a spammer. Hold on.
Why would you even call him daddy at all? Yeah, I was just looking at that too. I was just going for my phone to do the same shit, but looks like you're.
Why are my mods not? There we go. Okay.
Oh, I put 30 minutes. You bit.
I just blocked it. I'm just not going to do that. We're just not going to do that.
I just been in time after 30 minutes. So, but you blocked them, so all right.
I'm normal in my country, but to Americans, I'm so far left. It's funny. Yeah. This guy likes to come back multiple times, so I don't even know who that person is, neither. Anyways, so
yeah, I don't even know who either one of them are. The person he's talking about or him.
Yeah,
I'll do some researching for you.
he's a troll. He goes in people's chats and does that. That's what I'm saying. He'll come back with multiple accounts, so I'm just waiting.
Like, batters up.
Well, thank you, Fumble. I appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding. My man is hot, isn't he? No.
Yep. You don't even turn on the AC. She just cuddles up against me and sizzles all night.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so he doesn't.
Oh, I like the intro you did, or you got. That's nice.
Yeah, you like it? It looks good, huh?
Yeah, it came out nice.
Totally me, huh?
Totally.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, my new intro is awesome. Yeah, it's probably Fast Steady. Yeah. I've seen Rapper on LC's, I believe. He's actually not anybody that we already know. Like he's like weird, like just some random dude, you know?
But I've seen that name before. I just don't know where.
LC's probably.
I don't
Roddy
know.
Bray said, Danny, I want to thank you for bringing awareness to people's hurt, and also in the same time, communities are losing loved ones daily to substances, and our youth is at stake. Times are different for sure. Yeah. And, you know, also, Pencil and I are going to do a show soon about grief. And, you know, like grieving the loss of not only people who we've actually lost, because, you know, as everyone knows, like I've lost someone really close to me and whatnot, but also grieving the loss of somebody who is still alive. So there's situations where, especially when you feel like your eyes are opened and you see someone for who they really are and you feel totally deceived, there's a part of you that has to grieve the loss of that person that you thought they were and realize that not only did you lose something, but you lost something that never really existed. And that's really hard to come to terms with because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I think a lot of us are going through that in this community right now, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, you gain trust and you gain, I guess in a sense of way, like careness or love for the person that you find to be your friend, and then they turn around and kind of backstab you in a way, and it's kind of like
yeah, and you realize, or you just realize it was a mask, you know, like you're grieving the loss of a mask of a person, so it's like it was never really real.
Yeah, because it's like you thought that person was your friend, but realistically they never were. It's like you never really knew them. They just kind of told you what they needed to get to get what they needed.
Hi, Sofa.
Pushed you away. I know that feeling more than fucking I should. Now I'm sure
yeah,
a lot of people do too.
Yeah, when people are in relationships with someone, and then let's say that like you find out your partner was cheating on you the whole time and you had no idea or something, and you realize like I thought I loved that person, I thought I trusted them, but they turned out to be like a whole separate person from what I knew. I was only seeing the side that they wanted me to see, and that's not really them. Like that hurts, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Pencil said, I will be honest, I missed the character Sketchy. It made me sad. So there's another one where nobody knew who that actually was. And then to find out was like, oh, you know? Yeah, Sketchy wasn't Sketchy. Sketchy was Weedlebees, so, you know. No, Cruiser Chris. So everyone who didn't come to my channel because they didn't like my panel guest can feel safe that they will not be here anymore. So, yeah.
We do not judge you, unless you judge us.
That's awesome, Grey Wolf, because it's dangerous right now. I was with a man for 4 years almost, and I lost him to fentanyl overdose. And he wasn't even addicted to opioids. He was addicted to crystal meth and smoked fentanyl one time and died from it. So, you know, it can happen, and I know that for a fact. And so I will definitely pray to the universe for you that you continue to have the strength to remain sober. But 140 days is a lot. That's what, like half a year almost? Like around what, 5-6 months?
364 is a full year, I believe.
Inky.
Hey, Inky.
Hello. Inky, if you want, you could come up. I'll put the link again.
Yeah, I'll let you two make out and I'll back out.
I'm like Inky too. A lot of people were saying stuff about her that was uncalled for, and I don't know.
She's a dope ass person.
Yeah, Inky's a good person.
She has a good heart.
You spend 2 years involved with someone 3 to 4 times a week. It's shocking to realize they're not what you thought. There are different kinds of relationships. Exactly. Some relationships are just here on the internet. Some are, you know, our boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, mother, father, you know, brother, sister, just friends, whatever. It doesn't take away the significance of the relationship just because it might have been somebody that you interacted with on YouTube, you know? I get people fight, but sometimes people be hurting people just to do it. Exactly, Easy Now 90, and there's no fucking reason for that at all.
I don't know. No matter where you meet or how you meet, building up a relationship, and to destroy something that you thought you were creating someone with is, I guess, in a lot of sense, just heartbreaking and just effed up in so many ways. There's another word I was looking for, but I can't think of it right now. So
I'm like, I need to open the window really quick so I can smoke a cigarette. But I'm like, I always try to do it the wrong way.
Hey, this is a rated G show, so you can't do that.
Yes, I can. Is it locked? Hold on. Give me 1 second so that you guys don't
open it for you.
No, I could do it. I was trying not to get all like crazy and yeah. Okay.
Well, she's gonna handle that thing and break it one of these days. I can see it coming.
How many blondes does it take to open a window? Okay. Anyways, got it. Oh, Kaylee, I never even. That's an interesting thought, but yeah, we'll leave that there. I mean, yeah. Why have you been having anxiety attacks, Carol H? I hope you feel better. That's no bueno.
No bueno.
I get anxiety sometimes for like no reason, and then other times it's because people like to walk up on me and scare me and stuff accidentally.
Tell them not to do that.
I do tell you not to do that all the time.
Oh, I mean, I have anxiety too, but not for any of those reasons.
No, I was there when my work got robbed in like 2013. And ever since then I just have like a really sensitive reaction to like loud words, or if somebody like startles me, you know, I get like just the physical symptoms. I know mentally that like it's okay, but physically the shit that you can't control, I'll start shaking and sweating, and like it makes me feel like I'm in fight or flight, you know? And it's still like 10 years later, it still feels like that. It really sucks. Or no, it was 2015, so 8 years, but
I mean, I have somewhat of a reaction like that too, I guess you could say, like when it comes to like watching stuff where people's necks get cut, stuff like that, you know, knowing that my neck was kind
yeah,
of
he
like,
was in like a bicycle accident when he was a kid and his neck got slit, but
yeah, so like seeing stuff like that, just like it was like, ah, it brings that back. I'm just like, oh, I hate that feeling.
yeah, Carol, like Haley said, it happens to the best of us. Don't be hard on yourself. Like, we've all come to a point where it's like, oh shit. Like, what is going on here? And then, you know what the worst part is? That a lot of us like gave these people money, you know? So then you feel like somebody stole from you because you thought you were supporting them doing something good and positive and bringing happiness and entertainment to people. And then you realize that you were actually funding their criminal activity, or, you know, immoral activity at best. And that really sucks too.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's like finding out all the money you were donating, you thought you were going to giving kids homes. It's actually just buying someone a motorcycle. Sorry.
Well, I don't think none of us thought we were giving kids homes, but I don't know where that came from.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Like when you donate money to like any kind of like anywhere, usually the money goes towards something good, like getting someone a home, giving someone food, something good comes out of it, rather than these people acting like they're rather than these people acting like they're politicians where they collect the money, but it doesn't go back to the people, it just goes straight to their pockets.
Well, we knew that the money was going straight to people's pockets, but we thought that we were supporting people who were providing a service to us that was like
That's what I'm
based on entertainment and having a good time. And really, it was funding people so that they could get sicker and sicker and do worse and worse things to actually hurt people. And in the meantime, they were causing all kinds of other people to lose their financial stability or their homes or their jobs or whatever, you know, which is never okay. Like, you don't go real life on people. You just don't. You shouldn't, at least. But
Well, the only thing I have to say is if you really had to go that far to get to someone, then obviously your feelings are hurt like a motherfucker.
me too, Rhonda. Well, there was a lot of things that my morals and values didn't align with, and but I didn't necessarily not back out sooner because I thought it was entertainment. It was just sometimes I think I would either lie to myself and try to justify what was being said or done, like, okay, well, they were done wrong first, so however they choose to handle it is their business, and I'm just not going to get involved in that. Or I mean, I don't know. There's really not any good excuse. Like, nothing is really an excuse. It's just a reason, you know? But like a lot of it for me was that I was just like, I knew that I was going to be moving soon in the future and stuff, and I figured that would be the perfect time, because then what can they do? They won't have my address anymore and stuff. Nobody has my address now, and I like it that way. I feel so much safer to just be myself, you know?
So,
Let's see. Yeah, at first it is entertaining and funny, but I just wish that I would have done my research on certain people more thoroughly at the beginning, instead of just believing whatever that they said and then thinking like, oh, I'm not going to look at that other stuff because it's going to be bullshit. when it was actually quite the opposite.
Well, it's all fun and games until shit starts coming down on you, right?
Yeah. And obviously, when I think also something that we need to acknowledge is that when you see on YouTube, for instance, like we've all grown up with televisions where these are fictional people that we're watching, right? Or even if it's a real life true story, it's people that we don't know. Well, YouTube has brought in a dynamic of like interactive television. So these are real people that are being affected. But when you still don't know them personally, it still kind of seems like there's a detachment from that. Like there's something between you and what's actually happening to real life people. So it's easy to just get caught up in the idea of what's going on, as opposed to actually realizing that if it was you in that position, it would be real life, you know? And then once it actually happens to you and you didn't think it would because you didn't think that there was any reason why this person would turn on you or do something shady to you, and you realize, oh shit, they did, then you start to go back in your head and think like, maybe what that other person said was true. Maybe what they claimed was actually true because now it's happening to me. And so it gives you that whole new perspective. And it's unfortunate because it shouldn't have to come to that. People just shouldn't be mean and nasty to each other like that to begin with. I mean, there's no point, there's no reason. I found it entertaining until a friend of mine was in the spotlight and doing stupid shit for him. I didn't enjoy watching that and the subsequent things Timmy said about them. Exactly. I thought that was big of you, Danny, to correct that story about Doug Hutton. He's done you wrong, but you still defended him when someone got his story wrong. That was very stand up. I've done that multiple times with different people. Like, even if, I don't like the person, if something incorrect is said about them and I know it for a fact to be incorrect, I will correct it because, like with Doug, there's plenty of shit we can hate about Doug. That's actually the truth. We don't need to hate on him for things he didn't do. It's just, for me, the truth is the truth. I don't know. I've always felt that way. Outlaw said, as soon as he showed his ass to me, I was gone. Never even thought about it till I started watching Johnny. Everybody's bitching about what they don't like. I don't understand. What do you mean, Outlaw? What do you mean you don't understand why everyone's bitching about what they don't like? I understand because we all have that in common. No. Yeah, I don't really want to play a song. Like, I don't want to give them any reason to be able to, like, strike my shit, right now. But that's the crazy thing, too, is like, dude, these fools totally had Robbie build a website for them so that they could dox the fuck out of people who they've never met, who they don't know. And then now all of us, it's like, Mommy, they called me ugly. Like, I need to go tell the YouTube police. And they're all crying like little babies. Like, what? What? Do you realize what you've done to people? Like, that's not even half as bad as what you've done, but you're gonna cry like a little bitch. Sorry. I mean, I just don't feel bad at all for that. Like your medicine doesn't taste very good, does it? Hi, way up, dude. Box, not docs. What kind of box? Is it a big box, small box, smooth box, hairy box? No. Fucking.
Those who are used to pushing are not used to being pushed back. And when they get pushed back, they tend to panic and not know what to do, or push back even harder and make themselves look like fools in the process. I mean, I've been a victim of this, I know, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, like talking about Johnny again. Yeah, I know they were very mean to Johnny too. A lot of people, I think, owe Johnny an apology as well. While I'm putting it out there, who I think deserves apologies, Johnny is definitely one of them because Johnny is a very sweet man and he's very sensitive. I did his birth chart. I know exactly what he's working with, even if he doesn't let on to everyone else because he's, like a big dude and looks like he could fight for himself and take care of his own, but and he's been through a lot of shit, so we know that he can withstand a lot of challenges and stuff. but he's very sensitive inside and people were very very mean to him and it was not deserved at all because they're being mean to him over things that may have not even happened, and if they did, he was a child and hasn't continued the alleged behavior if it were in fact true, which I don't believe it is, but for argument's sake, into his adulthood, he isn't that kind of person. So I think people owe him a huge apology as well. Just saying. Like,
Hey, people make mistakes, man. We're human. We're meant to make mistakes and learn from them. I mean, if you're not learning from them and correcting yourself, then.
And for the record, Jim had that phone call with Johnny's mom in January, the beginning of January, and then didn't disassociate from him until after Valentine's Day when Johnny went up against Mr. X. That's what the real problem was. And I saw that like right then and there, and I said something about that because I even questioned Jim. I was like, you didn't just, like, why wouldn't you say this? If you believed that information, why wouldn't you tell everyone as soon as it happened? But he didn't. He lied to Johnny. He told Johnny his mom wanted to talk to him, which was mean because what if Johnny would have called that woman? And we all know what she actually said. That was mean. And he was trying to instigate a problem knowing that it was already something that Johnny's like sad and vulnerable about. And I don't like that at all. And no, we don't have proof it was the actual mother, but I'm just saying if it was, for argument's sake, like.
Oh, he was trying to do it.
Happy New Year. What?
He was trying to do it live on the show too. That's pretty
yeah.
Low. That's pretty low. Like, dude,
and then it took a month and a half for them to bring that phone call out and do anything. No, they were holding on to that so that they could use it if they ever needed to. And I actually feel like people like that, it's not a matter of if someone crosses them, it's a matter of when someone crosses them. I think that they expect or they contrive a situation where everybody will cross them because that's how they get their fucking rocks off, is by having these confrontations with people. When the content goes dry, they bring it in, Hi, Diamond Lucidity. I know exactly who you are. Welcome. Tried to keep your awkward cackling to a minimum. I think she's talking about when. Hold on. With the author, right? From the Chris Watts case when Kaylee did that amazing stream. She said, tried to keep my awkward cackling to a minimum. Hey, at least you're yourself, Okay, Outlaw. Yeah, they do set people up. It's crazy. They even tried to do that with me and Gemini, and it actually backfired and pissed me off so bad that I went and actually talked to him, and we made up, and everything's been better ever since. So,
It's been great.
They like making fools out of people. Well, we see what happened Easy Now 90 when the drama between them and the haters kind of like quit having any effect on anyone. They turned to their own. That's exactly what Doug did. Doug was like having these beefs with people that have been ongoing for so long. And when that was like not making him money anymore, he turned on his mods and his, all of us who were there for him. Like, And because Inky Baby sat him for you, bad Gemini. Yeah, Inky was, no, I think because she's saying when we were broken up and she would like talk to you and be your friend and everything and like tell you everything will be okay and all that. I do appreciate her for that. Her and one other person. They were very good friends to you. And I'm glad because a lot of people, they were good friends to me too, in continuing to talk to you and be nice to you and just like talk through it. Because a lot of people could have been like, man, fuck that hoe. You know what I mean? But they told you like just wait it out, be patient, everything will come around, you know. So
he had some good friends, but then again, he had a lot that were just like, I was just like, damn, haters. But it's funny to see how everything turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, Chris. Starting a new job where you'll soon be doing videos where you advocate for people with disabilities. That's cool. It's always good to do something that's very personal to you. It makes it, you know, you're more passionate about it and stuff. At least for me personally. That's why I got a degree in psychology, because I wanted to understand myself. I wanted to understand all my crazy. He will tell you I wasn't nice all the time. Yeah, I know. He has told me. He said that you would yell at him. So yeah, let's see. I'll drop the link one more time in case anyone wants to say anything. If not, then I'm like, I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of other stuff to say. I just think people should apologize to my friends because they're good people. That's. Do you think they burn people because they think they'll be burned first due to paranoia?
Probably.
Hi, Kurt. Welcome. No, you know what I think it is? I think that they burn people because I think it's a lot similar to what I saw in Doug. I think that they're using this platform to make money, and they do it in a way that is kind of shady, and they know that there's shady stuff about them making money in the past, like in different ways. And when the evidence of that starts to come to light, then they have to start digging this hole where they try to bury the truth with a bunch of lies, and it keeps like going into a downward spiral, and before you know it, they've buried themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they can't get too close to people to begin with, not because they think that they'll be burned, but because they've already burned people, because that's what they do. So, you know, that girl's brother that tore the toilet out of the trailer, that was mean to make him do that. What happened to her? Lacey H, she's still around. They were even trying to use her name recently, trying to get BJ subs, like, and say, oh, Lacey H is going to come do a show with her, which she's not going to. But if she was, that would be the only reason that show would get views. Because everyone loves Lacey. But I'm glad that she's not going to do that. Because, yeah, that would only be stress and stuff for her. And Lacey's another one that I've known for a really long time, like more than I've known any of the people in this community. I've known her since we were mods at Doug's, same with Arkansas, and the both of them don't deserve any of the shit ever. They've both been so consistent and so nice, so sweet to everyone across time, and, you know, probably stems from own insecurities. They project a lot, and I've noticed they're really triggered by rejection. Yeah, but sometimes the thing is with the rejection, it's not like they're just rejected for who they are, like, but they haven't done anything wrong. Like, they're rejected for valid reasons. And I'm sorry, but when you've done people wrong and then you're judged based on that later on, that is part of the consequence of your actions. You know, it's like when somebody has a history of stealing from people and then they can't get hired because of their criminal background, even though they already did their time, it's still a continued consequence of their actions. You know, you have to show change for a substantial amount of time before people are going to believe it. And, you know, a person who really actually wants to grow and become a better person, they will understand that and they will be patient and wait it out and realize it's their own actions that have caused this. Oh yeah, they hate when people speak offline. They're just like they used to ask me that about different people all the time. Like, do you talk to so and so? Do you talk to so and so? Do you talk to so and so? And I'd be like, no, only once or twice doing this or that. And yeah, they do not like that because they want to be there and they want to be the arbiters of truth, you know, and they can't do that if they know that people are talking and they're not aware of the conversations because they don't know what people are really thinking or saying. Yeah. Yeah, they've tried to give the OTT membership out to a lot of people. I have a feeling that a lot of people that are there now have free memberships. Like they called Tennessee Gambler and offered him a free membership for a month, or they would call different people that they hadn't seen in a long time and be like, hey, you want to come back? We'll give you a free month. Like, if it was that desirable, you shouldn't have to offer it for free, but you know. And then they want to talk shit about me that BJ paid my first month. I'm just going to say this right here and now. I didn't need her to pay it. I was going to pay it as soon as I got paid. It was the beginning of the month, and I said my direct deposit comes in on the 10th. That's when I'll get my membership. She got my number from Jim, and he says he doesn't give people's numbers out. Yes, the fuck he does. He gave her my phone number without my permission, which I was fine with it. But she hit me up talking about, can I please pay for you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I could do it. It's fine. I just can't do it right now. And she said, no, I want to do this for you. She was very, very nice. It was, you know, it was really generous of her. But then she said that she wouldn't tell Jim that she did pay for it. And next thing you know, the next day, Jim's making a big spectacle of it, which is why I didn't want that. And now they constantly try to say it like if I'm fucking poor and can't pay my own way on shit. And then another time, another month, I was in a Rumble chat and I was like, well, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks when I get my direct deposit again, you know, just like it was going to be that first month. And then Steve Olson sent me $40. So I was like, okay, I'll pay it right now. But I didn't either time need someone else to do it. It's just I couldn't do it at that moment. And people sent me, you know, without me asking for someone else to pay it for me, they sent me money for it. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, but oops, there was some that they weren't aware of. I think I missed a part of that. You don't even need a membership. You find out about everything on YouTube anyways. That's the funny part too, because they'll be like, we don't talk about haters on that shit. Like that's all the stuff that everyone tunes in to watch is all their fucking drama because they want to find out what's going to happen to somebody next and stuff. Like, it's kind of like a soap opera, but they even called you and Kaylee? No, they didn't. And then they tried to buy your house? Kenny said, I actually half believe that. Hi, Jay. Welcome. Long time no see. That part of the statement is the true part. They tried to buy your house? I don't know. Yeah, I thought she was being nice to me. I mean, I didn't think, you know, I don't know. It's just crazy how shit has become. Like, oh hey,
Hi,
what's up? They tried to buy your house, Kaylee? That's fucking crazy. I've never heard this story. You're gonna have to message me or something, because did you know that, Inky, that they tried to buy Kaylee's house?
No, I didn't. Maybe they were worried
The one
about
that you
being
live in with your
homeless.
dad, or the efficiency apartment? No.
Is she joking or is she being serious?
I don't know. She said that's the serious part. I don't know. Yeah, grateful.
Buy my house part, she said.
I might know of a person who somehow got a couple of months free when it declined the payment cards, and then somehow they could still watch all the stuff. But I mean, I'm not going to name any names. Or after they got terminated, they were still able to see it for a month. I don't know who, but I heard that.
How you doing, beautiful?
Good. How are you?
Oh, sorry, talking to her.
Whatever. Shoot. I got my girl now. You just watch one day.
Double one. Her house is on wheels. Fuck, Kaylee. Just drive it away. If they try to come for you, just drive away. You can't serve me when my house is on wheels. Oh, shit. So what's up with you, Minky?
Not much. I was going to say it'll take them years to find it again.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
They're amazing investigating skills.
I saw on the last Rumble 12 individual chatters. That was it. Including the 3 that were on panels. So there was 9 people in the chat and 3 people on the panel. Just saying. I mean, not that the numbers really matter, but let's just point that out because they would. Good night, Carol H. I'm glad that you found me again, too. Thank you for coming.
I don't even really know what happened because I really hadn't been on, following anything. And I just popped on one day and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on?
Everyone is friends.
That part is great.
It's their worst nightmare.
And don't worry, we're all talking on Discord.
We can all share stories. And they're all more similar than we would have given each other credit for,
No shit.
Yeah. Oh, Lips is banned now?
I thought Lips was his buddy.
Well, Lips was his buddy because she had video of his girlfriend. And now that everybody knows who that is, I'm sure that... what does it matter to try to keep her quiet anymore?
Oh.
You see? So. Pretty much.
Did you just make that sound?
Yeah, he did. He makes all kinds of sounds.
I know we all secretly have a Discord, I'm saying. Just saying.
That's funny. Okay, here we go.
It's funny, but it's not funny when you're being attacked. That part really sucked. It truly did.
Oh, you got it, babe? I'm good.
Got it.
Yeah, I saw it. I'll get on it.
Yeah, grateful or whoever. Don't even bother timing out. Just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. I'm like, I don't fuck with that timeout shit. If I don't want someone in here, I don't want them in here. I mean, timeout is for when our friends are having a fight with each other and we give them a timeout in the corner. You guys think about that and come back when you can be nice. But if it's someone just trolling or being extremely mean or aggressive, then just get rid of them.
You've been very naughty.
Oh my God, what the fuck was that?
That was a computer, I can tell.
That's funny.
That's why her mic's off right now while laughing. I can actually do that voice. That's the funny part.
You know what, Kaylee? I wondered if for all the people that she caused them to lose, if she was offered to pay for those people's memberships and that's why they're not mad, because I would normally think that I mean, they've gotten rid of people for less because they lost one person over that. You know what I'm saying? For them to stick up for her so hard, I'm yeah, she must be compensating them for the money that they lost. Otherwise, why would it be worth it for them? Because we all know that they're here for the money. They've told us 1 billion times.
Yeah, they're not shy about it.
So I don't
The
know.
Whitaker family.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, and
remember
it has
when
to be
they
like
introduced me
her
to the
family
Whitaker.
or she paid for the spots, because how would they be full again so fast? Full, supposedly, you know. Nobody's interested in that shit no more, except for the people that have already put such a huge financial investment that they live in cognitive dissonance so bad that they can't admit to themselves that they made a really bad fucking financial investment and that all that money is lost. You know what I mean? Those people have to, in order to be sane, continue to tell themselves that what they're doing by supporting these assholes is the right thing to do.
You study psychology, so don't you like question people's mental status of, you know, what they're being entertained by?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make it? Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were in here yet, but
I just jumped in.
well, I was saying, like, you know, we've all been raised by the television, and you know, this is like television except it's interactive. So I think that also when something's not happening to you, it's still kind of easy to separate yourself by a degree between you and the people that it's happening to. It's almost like it's not real, you know? And if it hasn't happened to you, honestly, you don't know how much is real and how much is orchestrated potentially for a money making scheme or whatever. So you don't, you know, when it happens to you, you realize that, oh shit, this was real the whole time. And that's these people's real lives that are being affected, you know?
If I remember, we've had many
Possible.
conversations. We've had many of conversations saying, "Is this real? Is this a gag? Is this a show? Were they put up to this?"
Yeah, I used to wonder that when before I started doing like YouTube's lives and stuff of my own, when I would see people have drama back and forth, but then they would be friends next week or something, you know, and I would think like that was all just to get people's money, you know, like that's what it seemed like, but maybe not, you know. I can only speak for myself, but I mean, all these other people in this community specifically are saying that it was the same for them too, so I'm sure it's been real life for all of us, you know? Yeah, paying to co-host. That's crazy. Why though? Like, why? What are you getting out of it? You know what I mean?
Isn't that just another form of paying to play?
Yeah. I guess a lot of them pay to play, don't they?
Yeah. I'm not paying money to be bashed. Screw that hog hockey.
Yeah. Oops.
That better be your hands-free car you're driving there, Stumpy.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Inky, do you want to see my intro that Stumpy made for me?
Yeah.
Now remember, he has no arms, so forgive it if it's not, you know. Use your imagination. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's pretty awesome though. But since you just got here, I will play it again. So this is my new intro. Okay.
Oops.
Cool, huh?
Freaking tight.
I like it.
Freaking tight. I like the you know how you had the double picture?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's I like it. And the music is just kicking. It's good.
You know what's funny is when I was listening to music that we could use, because he had sent me like a website for like royalty-free music or whatever. And there was actually another song that I really liked a lot. And then he was like, yeah, but that one's a little bit fast. And he's like, just let me show you what I have so far. And I was like, oh, no, yeah, keep the song. Like, that's dope. Like, it goes perfect with the way that the images were flashing and stuff. So, yeah, it worked out. I like it a lot.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, a lot. It's really cool. Oh my gosh. It really is.
Humble.
There was this one part, it would look like it looked like a little tooth.
Hi, Crystal Ann.
What part?
It's
With a tooth?
Yeah, it looks like a tooth. It'd be like center right top. It was probably, I don't know, about 10 seconds before it ended.
Okay.
It looked like a molar upside down with the root. I don't know what emblem that is, but here.
The Eye of Horus?
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, draw it.
I know, and I'm not even a good drawer.
Let's play Pictionary, you know.
It was like this.
When
you go back and watch it, you'll see it.
Yeah. I'm like,
you're gonna be like, that's what she was talking. I don't know what emblem it is, but yeah.
I don't either.
I liked it.
Yeah, that it does. You know, Easy Now 90's right that in especially the true crime community, when the cases go dry that a creator's been talking about for so long, like they will start to create drama with each other. And then they get the subs involved and everything. It's not fair.
Well, it's just not
But
helping.
it's because when they have their favorite creator, then they get in a fight with someone, then the subs start believing the fucked up shit that's being said about the other person. And then they start to villainize that person in their head. So then when it seems like, you know, the creator that they like is winning against this other person, they want to send them super chats and shit. And be like, yeah, good job. You're taking them down. You know what I mean? Because we're trained as Americans, especially, to like root for our favorite team. And you know what I'm saying? And so it becomes a money-making fucking scheme. Like, it's crazy.
Yes, it does.
Oh my God, this guy. That's ridiculous. So
I was like, what? What happened?
like a dog. A tip tumbles out, you flick it loose. Boys are so immature, I swear. You people.
Immature but funny.
Yeah. I'm all, if you could only see this guy now that I live with them, no.
Nikki, don't listen to her. I'm way more immature than she says I am.
You're way more immature than she says you are.
Yes. Way more immature.
I can only imagine.
Than she says I am.
You know, I have to say it was really nice getting to know both of you, like on separate terms, like Danny's personality and then, you know, Gemini being in his feelings and emotions and, you know, learning his personality type. And it's crazy because he's squishy in a good way. Yeah, whatever. He's squishy for Danny in a good way. And I loved it. I was just like, oh my gosh.
He's a good provider for us and stuff, though. He really is.
That's right.
And then he acts, and it's in one aspect, he's like totally like a man and does like the things that a man are supposed to do. And then in another aspect, it's like having a grown ass son, another one.
But that's, you know what? That means that he's comfortable enough to be him in front of you. And that's good.
Yeah, I think all dudes are like that ultimately, aren't they? Like
Only
big
once
babies.
they're comfortable with you.
Not
Yeah.
all. I wouldn't say all.
No, all men
Yeah,
actually
some
wish
are
when they're comfortable and happy.
yeah, when they're comfortable and happy. Otherwise they're just like dictators and shit, and that's
Yep.
no fun.
That's when they're insecure.
Yeah. Could you imagine like dating certain people, like what they must
Nope.
be like? Oh my
Nope.
God.
You know what? And I even gave him the benefit of the doubt. You can ask Gemini. I was like, maybe he's not, maybe they're just not like this in the real world. No one could possibly be like that, like 24/7.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Because this
Yeah.
is the real world in reality,
She's
you know?
right. I'm too sweet.
Shut up. Smack
Not
him
me,
around.
babe. No. I will.
She's like,
Yes,
that's
we're
it. You're on the
all leaving
couch
it
tonight.
in 2023. I'm so glad that before the end of the year, like so many people have come together though. Like this is really awesome because I know a lot of people from like the chats and stuff from different communities because in the beginning I went everywhere and got along with everyone, and I'm glad that everyone else can get along with each other now too. Yeah, let's hope it continues. That's why I wanted to do a stream about like things we need to apologize for and stuff because if we don't if we just say like okay fuck it for every single thing, like certain things do really need that those amends to be made. They really do. Otherwise the feelings about it will get repressed or suppressed at best, but they will express themselves one way or another. It will end up coming out, and I'd rather people just get it off their chest now while everyone's in this like happy forgiving mood and then move forward in the right way.
I agree. Because I felt bad because I really liked Johnny's show, and then I got trashed for being over there, and it was just like a vicious cycle.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I would just watch in silence because I didn't want to get shit for being in the chat. And that's not fair. We should all be able to do whatever we want.
There's no
and at
way.
First, oh, sorry, go ahead.
There's no way that we can vet every single one of our viewers. This is not going to happen. There's just no way to do it. Unless you have a really, really small circle. And I mean, if you ever have dreams or desires for your channel to ever get big, could you imagine vetting, 100,000 people?
Right?
I mean, come on. So, I mean, I won't even attempt it. It's like if someone says, hey, this person is doing A, B, and C, if it's not affecting me or my channel and they're being nice to the people in my chat, then they're welcome to stay. If they're being mean to my viewership, then yeah, then I'd have to remove them. But there's no way that I can go and vet every single person. And I don't even have as many subscribers as you, so.
Yeah, I mean, and Salty's another one that I was just like, y'all don't understand. Like, this dude had I was on his Facebook friends and stuff. I couldn't just walk away from, you know what I mean? Like, there had to come a reason where he made that choice for me, where Salty made that choice for me. Same thing with Jim. He eventually created a situation where he made my choice for me to walk away. Like if there would have been no other, where I could still have my integrity about me and still continue to associate. You know what I'm saying? So, but for my own safety, I had to wait until that moment occurred. And that's just the way that it is sometimes. And I think we should also create a place of like understanding for people that don't walk away immediately. that maybe that's how they feel, you know? Like they just don't know how to walk away and keep themselves safe. And that should never even be a thing.
It should, yeah, exactly. It shouldn't even be questioned if you're just not in tune with their, and that was just my statement. Like there was some things that I liked about certain people's channels, and then there was other things that I would just be like, oh, I just can't watch this, just too raw for me. And
Good,
you can't just leave. Like they'd be like, oh, where are you at? Stupid.
Yeah, Crystal Ann, because what happened was the day that it was going to, the payment would have reoccurred. I couldn't get on the website. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that whole day, like November 1st was the day that it was, that the website was down all day. And I was like, oh, how convenient that it's the day that I would need to go in and cancel my card. And in all reality, if I was terminated, I shouldn't have been able to even log in, but I was able to log in and my card was still saved in there. That's something that should have been their responsibility as the people who terminated me to get rid of it. You know, I shouldn't have had to cancel it on my own, but I did. And when I wasn't able to get in the website, I was like, fuck, I'm transferring all my money from my Cash App card into my bank account. And thank God I did, because sure enough, it tried to fucking charge me. And then it tried 3 more days later after I had kind of forgotten about it a little bit. And I was like, oh shit. That's when I logged back in and deleted my card out of the system. But I mean,
I keep that puppy locked unless I'm using it. Because you never know. It's an easier source to hack than anything.
I haven't had any problems like since then, but it's crazy too that X sent me that email saying, as of November 4th, we haven't had your payment information stored. Yeah, no shit, because I took it out. I removed it my own self.
Right.
I'm aware that it happened that day. I was terminated in the beginning or the middle of October. So why was it not
if you
already?
were terminated, then why were you being billed?
That's what I'm saying. They told everyone publicly to try to shame and humiliate me that they terminated me, but really they hadn't kicked me out of their platform. But let's say that I wasn't smart enough and had the wherewithal to log in and check for myself. I would have just assumed that I couldn't log in anymore because that's what they said, that I was terminated. And then if I didn't take my money off my Cash App card, it would have charged me for another
And
month of some shit I didn't want. Some shit that they said I'm not even allowed to have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I have a long story about being terminated and why he tricked me into coming back. I was kicked out. I quickly took my credit card out, and about an hour later, I received a text, come back. Yeah.
Sorry.
What are you laughing
at? I'm sure
I'm
whoever.
laughing at that. An hour later, I had her texted that said, please come back.
Well, because X is the
really do it.
Technically, because X is the financier, he would get the email as soon as someone removed their card or dropped their membership, like immediately. It would go to his email.
Yeah, and then they told her, cash out me $60 for a whole year. For a whole year. Okay. Yeah, you know why? Because they didn't like the fact that they couldn't just get that last money from you. I'm sure that when they invited you back, that like they knew that you weren't meant to stay. They didn't want you to stay, but they still wanted you to pay them a little bit more. That's fucked up. And then especially to do it through Cash App, it was like, oh, well, that's not associated with the platform. So it's not there's no way that she can report it for breaking terms of service because it was done on the side as a side deal. That's shady as fuck. If people don't see that makes somebody a fucking scam artist, I don't know what does, you know? Yeah, and if your card if you had put your card back in the system, even if they claimed that they weren't going to charge it, they still could have and then been like, oh, that's a mistake. Or yeah, exactly. It's fraud. But he has a history of that. So
So
Rhonda said people
how
are
about
afraid of having things about them weaponized against them on social media platforms if they leave. Exactly. And it's fucked too because he gets you to talk to him about personal shit and then uses it against you. Hi, Andrew.
So how about any purchases that were made without a written receipt? Then technically those purchases are null and void.
What do you mean?
So in a court of law, if you don't have documentation or a receipt of some sort stating that you purchased, we'll use Bob as an example. He purchased item A. He doesn't have a receipt or any kind of text message saying that this item was purchased through our platform for this dollar amount. Then he has no argument with the judge.
Yeah. That's why in the that little section in Cash App where it says for, you should always put what it's for if it is in fact for some kind of item. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then even if the person doesn't send you a receipt for it, you have the receipt through Cash App and you have the proof that your intent was to spend that money on A, B, or C.
Correct. But being that Cash App, it's not really a receipt type, I don't know if it's courtable, like law enforcement enforceable.
I would think so, though, because Cash App is pretty big, you know? Easy Note 90 said yes, and having access to IP addresses and insinuating that they know where they are from, too. You know, somebody showed me proof of what they can see through Stripe. Somebody who had locals on Rumble showed me what they can see. And what's crazy is that it shows you, okay, so it doesn't exactly state the billing address from your credit card. But what it does tell you is how many miles away the billing address is from your IP address that you log in with. So if it says 0.4 miles, then they do know your address because they can see your IP pop up with a little tag on a map. They could zoom into that and find out where you're at. Now, if you have a billing address from, let's say, an old address or your mom's address or something that belongs to your credit card, and you're logging in from across town, it'll say like 12 miles in between the two of them. And then they're not so sure of where they can get a roundabout area in their head of where the billing address is. But yeah, the IP tracing, I mean, if that's the part is that it could potentially confirm your physical address by having the IP address and then knowing through Stripe how many miles away your billing address is. Because if they happen to pop up at the same location, then they got you.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
My
a
girl's
scary
smart.
thought.
My girl's really smart. Watch out.
No, somebody shared that with me. They were like, look, this is what I can see. And then they just basically blurred out the names and stuff of the people, but sent me a whole screen record after I did that show the other night to show me exactly what people can see through Stripe so that people can understand that. So I'm glad actually that was brought up right now so that I can tell people that because, yeah. I wonder if because it was agreed to on air that Bob pays $75 for the hat, he could use video as proof. You know what? Bob paid that $75 through the OTT platform. So when X says, "Oh, that's between you and Jim, I don't owe you any money." Yeah, you do. Because it was paid to your account, bro. It was paid through the donation tab on the OTT platform. And I'm sure at the same time that Bob paid that, it was during the show. So that video could be used as proof along with the receipt from the OTT platform that it was the same amount as on that date, you know.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, that's not even my memory. Bob pointed that out. Bob posted it on his community post. If you go on the website, it tells you the last device and IP you signed it on. A friend of mine searched it, and it was 2 streets away. The Stripe thing is insane, too. I'm going to research that. Yeah. That's why you got to get a VPN. No, I don't even have VPNs. I don't know how they work, but I should get one.
Well, I know through using Square and QuickBooks that I have access to credit cards, addresses, names, everything. So,
Yeah, the last time that I had tried to log in or whatever, I made sure that like I was not even at home. Cuz I had logged in there just to like double triple check that that I was off the platform. And what's crazy is when I was already signed in, I was able to get back into it, but as soon as I hit sign out and then tried to sign back in, I couldn't do it. So that's, you know, they have me totally wiped from their system now, thank God. Cuz I don't even I'm like, I don't want them just tracking me. Like, I don't know exactly how all that works, but it's like if I've been signed in like on my browser and then like I don't want them being able to track me that way or anything. I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah. Either way, possible or not, you don't want to take that chance.
yeah. Yeah, easy now. I don't think that it's necessarily that they have access to the sensitive information, but the sensitive information can be implied based on what they do have access to. So since the drama has them, or have they given any explanation for the hat or banners not being done? It's gonna be done. That's all. They're gonna, you know how X always says that he hates people who say I'm gonna, yeah, that's the only explanation that is given. Yeah, I know, Crystal Ann, that's the whole thing too, is that those giveaways that, yeah. And then X would always say like, oh, I don't have all those addresses stored. But you know what? There was times on shows where he would be like, oh, maybe I do have the address. And then he would look someone up like that Jen in Texas chick, remember? When that stuff happened with her and her husband, and then X was like, let me see if I do have the address in case like some crazy shit went down, they could send the cops or whatever. And sure enough, he was able to find it. So apparently it was being stored, you know. Hi, Fox Mulder. Welcome.
Hey, I like that name.
Welcome.
I'm an expert.
You going to bed? I'm like, you guys going to bed. If you do, good night. Was everybody even on that banner, Crystal Ann? Because I didn't think I saw, like, I think if you're talking about whatever he put on the little GTTV little thing on the website, because I had looked when they said that they did do a banner, but I didn't think I saw like Kathy or like I don't even think everybody's on there, are they? This will take more research to fully understand the ins and outs of Stripe and the associated systems they use. Yeah. So they put your dog's ass end in it and you didn't even pay them for it? That's crazy. Hello, VB. Welcome.
We're Scully.
Yeah, where's Scully?
Oh, I love that TV show. And the movies. They're all good.
You never got that shirt, JD Jenny? Wow. Well, it's because you went to the Slammer. No. That's probably like what the answer would be like, oh, well, no. Because I didn't even get the sunglasses that I had won for the longest fucking time. And then when I would say shit about it, then all of a sudden it was sent to me. And they were all scratched up and like cheesy as fuck. I was like, wow, these are like, he probably stole them from a gas station. He stole them from Buc-ee's. Dropped them on the ground a few times and then fucking sent them. It was like 3 months. Yeah.
At least he didn't set them on fire.
Their stuff. Huh?
At least he didn't set them on fire.
Right.
Touche.
From Buc-ee's. Yeah, from Buc-ee's. Yeah, grateful. It's like you know when you can check the different channels on the website? It's the the main channel right there. I don't even want to say it and give them that credit. But that's weird that they would put his ass in there. Like, why would you put someone's dog's ass? And they didn't even pay you for the spot, but you would choose that out of anything to put on the banner, but then not put people on there who did pay. Like, that's weird.
There seems to be a thing for butts. Just saying.
Right? Them little baby dicks. Maybe it's a projection, just saying. No. I don't know. It's funny too when someone talks about other people being fat so much, yet they have to wear like 3 sweatshirts just to look like a grown man because they have the body of like a fucking 12-year-old boy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like that fool's body is like shaped weird. And he wears sweatshirts like all throughout the summer because he's fucking like little bony, like skinny as fuck.
Doug?
It doesn't look right.
I thought he was a heavier set guy.
No. I'm gonna send you a video later in Messenger where you could see that fool's arms when they're not covered by a sweatshirt, and it's really weird. Not normal for a grown man like that height, especially. I'm just saying. Shit show.
Oh shit, man.
But then again, my face is fat, so
That's happy weight.
I just have a round face. My face is like just shaped that way. I'm all like.
You need to stay happy about that because like you have that baby face and it'll take longer for you to age.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my face won't be all like sunken in and shit when I'm old, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always had like, oops, I don't know if you guys heard that when I hit the mic, but I've always had like big fat cheeks and stuff. I don't know. I'm like, that's, and like my chin is like rounded. That's just the way that my face is shaped. Yeah, grateful they did just want my attention because Jim would say that when I wasn't even there, when I wasn't in the chat, and I'd watch it later and be like, why the fuck is that fool saying shit when I'm not even there? But whatever, yeah. Anyways.
You know what? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I know what that means. That means, yeah, I should probably not say that out loud right now because it's that bad. Yeah. Thank you, Pencil. Yeah, so I don't know. I pretty much said everything that I want to say. Is there anything that you want to say, Inky?
I just want to publicly apologize to Johnny for, I guess being put in a position to second guess my judgment on, what I originally had thought. And we had even discussed it. And then I was just kind of worried because I was like, how would this affect my channel if I am being supportive of a situation that wouldn't be conducive to my channel?
Yeah.
And so, I feel bad that, I was able to be manipulated and start second guessing my own personal judgment when I know that he has a soft heart and he's a sweetie and it just shouldn't have went down that road.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's not here, but hopefully he'll get to see it later.
Did you see him get his, like, I don't know, his moment, his like 10 minutes where he got to say whatever the fuck he actually felt? I thought that was great.
When was this?
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off to that.
When he had called in, I think it was on Twin Mama's show, huh? Hi, Jennifer.
Was this like 4 days ago, like a week ago?
You showed me it on your phone, so whatever it was.
Maybe a week or two ago. I don't know if the show's still up, but it was like he called in and finally said all the shit that he's been holding in. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to get things out sometimes, and while it can be done in a healthy and productive way, because if we don't, it just gets stored in there. And especially something on the heart, it's going to come out eventually. And it was therapeutic for him, and it was much overdue, and it was funny as hell. And I would say that he walked away from that one the winner, if there is such a thing, you know?
And that right there, Johnny, we apologize for laughing at it, dude. I know it's not funny to you because it was like a real serious thing, but like the way it all happened and the way you just kind of like went at it with him, it was just like that was the whole like funny part about it. I don't know. For me, it was. At least.
That he was able to just unleash.
Like, Grateful Star, it wasn't cool to push him to that point, but damn, he was funny. He really was hilarious. Like, just, and it was so overdue and so needed. And I texted him right away, and I was like, I am so proud of you for finally saying how you feel. And, you know.
Isn't he a double cancer too?
Yeah. What?
I think is he a triple cancer? No, I know for sure. No, I think he's Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. And I want to say moon in, I can't remember. I'm like, I have it stored. Hold on.
Find it.
Because if he's like at least a double cancer, he'd been holding that in, and it's hard because
and he has a ton
already
of
emotional people.
Yeah, I want to say he has the Mercury in Cancer. Like, he has a ton of planets in Cancer in the first house, you know?
Wow.
And so, you know, when it's in the first house, like, that's really going to impact who you are and your personality that you're developing and who you're going to be and, you know, the core of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Oh, did I not say that?
And when someone's really like got up under your skin, it'll weigh him down. And he won't be able to like push through it until he's able to vent it and get it off his chest.
Here we go. Okay, so he is moon in Aquarius, but he has Sun, Mercury, Venus in Cancer, and Cancer rising.
So he's just like me?
No, yours is different than that.
I heard that.
It's very, very similar. Wow.
You have, hold on, where's yours at?
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
Man, that's some old shit right there.
Wow, is that even still around?
Yeah, I mean, you can still get it for your phone. You can get it for your phone and shit.
Oh my!
You only have Sun and Mercury in Cancer. Oh, but you are a Cancer rising too,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
An Aquarius moon, right?
Oh, yep. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you know that he's like sensitive and stuff, but
yeah. Hey babe.
Yeah.
What am I again? I'm born in June.
You're a Gemini. With an Aries moon, Taurus rising.
Ooh, that's spicy.
It's crazy too because I have Libra moon and I'm Scorpio rising, so we have the opposite in those two.
Oh goodness. Well, I love you both and thank you. This was a much needed live.
Oh, glad you came up.
Yeah, thank you for
guys. I love you guys.
And thank you for setting a good example and making the amends that you needed to make. I hope that this can start a trend. I hope that people can just take it upon themselves to contact each other or say something in the chats or whatever and be like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for this and that, because that kind of stuff means a lot to people. You know, I don't think it should go unsaid. I think we should all be accountable and apologize for everything that we feel like we might have done, you know, because it'll make you feel better to get it off your back. And then it'll make the other person feel like their feelings were valid about it, you know?
Yep. Yep.
So thanks for setting a good example.
Well, thank you. And well, you know, Kaylee started it when she apologized to me, and it meant a lot. It really did. And I even got shit for that too. They're like, "Oh, you're simpy." And I'm like, well,
You
I
know
mean,
what's funny?
her and I were close, and we shared a lot of like, you know, intimate details about our life. So,
You know, with Kaylee, I feel like there was a point in time where I felt like she owed me an apology, but she didn't necessarily tell me she was sorry for anything, but she did something for me one day that showed me she was sorry, and that spoke so much louder than any words ever could have. So I've never even pushed for anything beyond that. I was just like, thank you so much for doing that. And she knows what she did, but you know, I was like that, like I felt like that was her way of like, and like I said, it's so much more meaningful even than words, like that she actually showed me like, hey, let me help you with something. And you know,
exactly.
like it meant something a lot to me. So
Well,
Kaylee's a good
actually,
person. I don't care what anybody says about her neither. Like
she
that was
is.
all bullshit. That was constructed by people who ain't shit and they're threatened by her, you know?
Yeah, she's smart and she's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini's over there making faces. Ah. Anyways,
That's how he does.
I'm gonna hop down. I love you both. It is so good to see you back
Love
on.
you. Mwah.
I'll be in chat.
Okie dokie. I think I'm actually going to end my live stream because I don't
Pardon?
really have nothing else to say. So,
Well, in that case, I'll let you end this, and I will see you inside.
okay. Yeah, so thank you everyone for coming. Oh, hi, PZ. Hey, Danielle. Nice to see you on your channel again. And I love Kaylee and you. Thank you so much. And I don't know if you heard when Inky was just talking to Johnny, but if you want to show him later if he's sleeping or whatever, she just had a little message for him that was really important for her to get off her chest and stuff. And yeah, so there's that. Thank you for stopping by, PZ, and everyone else. Let's see who's still in here chatting. We got Inky, Grateful, JD Jenny, Pencil. I think everyone else fell asleep. That's okay. I'm like Gemini somewhere around here. But I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys. Oh, hi Deanna. Welcome. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna play for you guys my acid trip intro again. That could be my outro too, really. I mean, you know, I only have the one for now, so we'll just play that one again, and then I will see you guys next time. Bye.